Brussels last night threatened an all-out trade war against the UK after Liz Truss outlined plans to rewrite parts of the Brexit deal to protect the Northern Ireland people. In a strongly worded statement, EU Vice President Maros Šefčovič warned that the Union would respond with all measures at its disposal if the UK legislates to override the protocol. Ms Truss yesterday told MPs it was now vital to change the arrangement, which is widely blamed for driving a wedge between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. The issue with the protocol is that although we entered into it in good faith, it has not operated as we foresaw, and it is causing the real problems that we see in Northern Ireland today, she told MP. She said the government would bring forward a new law this summer that would scrap EU checks on British goods heading to the province provided they are not destined to go on to the Irish Republic. The legislation will also introduce fines for firms caught smuggling goods into the single market and it will end the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice in trade disputes and give Chancellor Rishi Sunak unfettered powers to vary tax rates. The Foreign Secretary said the protocol, which is part of the Brexit deal, was placing the Good Friday Agreement under strain, and said the government's first priority had to be to protect the peace process. Boris Johnson moved to calm fears of a trade war by insisting the UK still wanted a negotiated settlement with Brussels. "Let's fix it," he said. "We don't want to nix it, we want to fix it and we want to work with our EU partners to do it." Ms Truss also said she was open to a deal but that 18 months of talks with Brussels had failed to. She told MPs that the new legislation would be brought forward in parallel with negotiations with the EU. Ireland's Foreign Affairs Minister, Simon Coveney, said the unilateral action from the UK was damaging to Mr. Šefčovič said the EU's overarching objective was to find joint solutions. But he added, should the UK decide to move ahead with a bill disapplying constitutive elements of the protocol as announced today by the UK government, the EU will need to respond with all measures at its disposal. However, Democratic Unionist Party MP Ian Paisley Jr. said the impact of the protocol was so severe that many firms in the province were already effectively facing a government source told the Daily Mail the legislation would be brought forward next month, in the hope of rushing it through the Commons before MPs break for the summer in July. However, the source conceded ministers face a tough battle to get the new law through the House of Lords, which is dominated by Remainers. DUP leader Sir Geoffrey Donaldson described the move as a welcome but overdue step, but suggested his party would continue to block the formation of a new administration with Sinn Féin until the government shows it is serious about changing the law. Ms Truss told MPs the new legislation was consistent with our obligations and international law. But Simon Hoare, Tory chairman of the Northern Ireland Committee, accused ministers of trying to bob and weave around its legal responsibility. He added, "Respect for the rule of law runs deep in our Tory veins, and I find it extraordinary that a Tory government need to be reminded."